What's good, y'all? This is Jacob. I'm back and I'm better. Treat this video like I'm FaceTiming you, alright? I know you. Actually, I don't. But let's pretend like we know each other. You are stuck in between both worlds, right? Where it feels like a tug of war. One foot is in our dream world. The other foot is still in our old world. Our new self and our old self are having this tug of war. And we're over here being the witness. And a lot of the times it feels like we don't have control. And things just happen, you know? Just an hour ago, I was on the verge of like typing in this porn video that was in my search bar and search history. If I just type the letter B, it's gonna show up. And I can just click it after typing the letter B, and I just have instant access to a 4K adult content video that a part of me really enjoys, like the beastly side of me. But then there's the godly side of me who's like, no, shut that shit off. Shut that up. Shut it down. Go into your car and just speak to the world. There's a difficulty to commit because of all the inner voices. And I'm not saying this in a schizophrenic type of way. I'm saying this in just the mental battles that a conscious person has to go through, right? But a lot of the times, if we sit there in paralysis analysis, we give up and we go to what's easier, right? We go to the path of least resistance. And what is that path I'm talking about? The easier path is to stay in comfort and to stay addicted to instant gratification, to the mindless entertainment that pornography and short form social media brings. That's the result of complacency. That's the result of just not choosing. Life makes choices for you. Society makes choices for you. When you play passive in this motherfucking life, society's gonna choose for you. Just like why we're living out this 9 to 5 every single day that we don't even want to work at. It doesn't even contribute towards a divine purpose. Like this 9 to 5 I work at a restaurant, right? I'm giving people seed oils each and every day and contributing to people's slow deaths. Sure, they participate in it, but they do it unconsciously. I'm conscious of my contribution to their slow death as them being customers, with me being the employee. Think about having to go through that 40 hours a day. Of course, it's so much easier to be mindless of it because it's painful to understand and be mindful of these truths day in and day out. But you got to put up a fight. This is exactly why. And you got to treat this video like I'm FaceTiming you. This is exactly why I say every day is a fight for your self-love. Every day is a fight to make your vision a reality. This ain't no easy shit like this manifestation teachers teach, motherfucker. Yes, it is about alignment, but think about the fight you have to go through to stay aligned with your divine purpose. I know when the hotline bling, it can only mean one thing. It's that nothing that's worth it in life comes easy. So if you're like me, stuck in between both worlds, you got to make a decision, all right? You cannot be playing this tug of war game forever, or you'll get fucked. As time progresses and society degresses, okay, let me say that again. As time progresses and society degresses, you will fall with society, with the AI slop and mindless entertainment and being full of dogma and ideology that keeps you trapped in the matrix of division and self-deception and being a greedy motherfucker and corrupt motherfucker. Like many humans, the vast majority of them who are, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's not the life you want to live. Nor do you want to be somebody who's watching pornography forever and never attracting your dream wife. Somebody who wants to be consuming short form social media forever and never being your own creator, never manifesting wealth, always being a broke motherfucker. I don't know about you, but I have a very, very strong feeling that you are with me, that me and you share a lot of common with what our godly desires are. Ziz was right, bro. This is a revolution. And so what is the one thing you have to do in order to permanently reside in the dream world, to have both of your feet in the dream world that I'm talking about, where we are traveling the physical locations across our favorite countries and visiting our favorite places and seeing the beautiful architecture that human has to offer, and beautiful cultures that we can experience, and all these wonderful people we get to meet, while also meeting our brothers and lifting weights at the gym. That kind of dream world I'm talking about, where we have lots of money and we're loving our lives and we're with our dream wives. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, bet. What is the one thing that lets us build ourselves up to that dream life? It is letting the BS go. Letting the BS go. Having 2 feet in that dream world, you gotta have, guess what? Undivided attention towards that dream world. Rejecting like everything else. You know the Hotline Bling reference I was referring to earlier? Kind of like that Drake meme, pushing this away. No. Rejecting all of the temptations to distract yourself with mindless entertainment and pornography and things that keep you fat. Rejecting those things like Drake. I know when the hotline bling. So look, what I'm talking about, your sacred attention cannot be divided. It cannot be divided. Yes, a lot of us, we will never stop producing negative thoughts. Our brains are factories, and we will never stop producing negative thoughts, but we do have the power to shut that shit down quickly. Yes, we cannot control what type of thoughts come as a result of our brains being factories, but we do have the power to just reject the power of them, because we are the ultimate power, right? We're the operant power that can just reject the power of these negative, limiting thoughts that keep us in the same cycle that we want to break free from, right? So what I'm talking about is when you, throughout your day and every day, are engaging in this BS of, oh, sometimes I'll envision my dream reality, and sometimes I'll take action that's aligned with it, and sometimes I'll be actively making progress, but other times I'm just passive. I scroll on social media and let things come to me. I'll press the like button on AI slop sometimes, and I distract myself with Andrew Tate's ideology, and where it kind of pushes out the idea of truly this divine woman, a 10 out of 10 personality and looks wise, who has her spirit right and her mind right, and she's meditating 24/7. That idea gets pushed out when you distract yourself with the fantasy kind of controversial kind of entertainment that gets pushed onto you by the algorithm of social media, right? Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about there. You give your attention to that sometimes, right? So the best advice I can give you is the simple advice of try your best to stay conscious and pursue meta awareness. Realizing that these BS things of the world no longer serve us and our higher purpose. And it doesn't serve our higher self, and we can make the conscious decisions through the consciousness. It's a gift that keeps on giving, right? And even though, you can visualize this tug of war and you truly feel it between deciding porn or doing the right thing, like I just did a couple hours ago. I decided to do the right thing and express myself, and letting go of what no longer truly serves me. It's putting reminders out there, like throughout your day in your environment, putting reminders, setting alarms, right? And doing affirmations like, I love the pain of discipline more than the pain of regret. Yes, the beastly side of me loves the pleasure it brings me to watch pornography, but I do not love the pain that comes later. I'd rather just endure the minimal suffering of maybe doing an uncomfortable task where I have to focus and look at the camera and express a uncommon opinion in society. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck? I'd rather experience that mere little discomfort, very minute, compared to a compounding pain, compounding suffering, and feeling of regret that comes with time and time again choosing unconsciousness, choosing mindlessness, choosing things that aren't aligned with our higher self, our higher purpose, our highest values. Amen. Amen. I'd rather be on fire for God than be lukewarm for God. Like, that's actually what Jesus advised against, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. Jesus Christ himself advised against that. against being lukewarm. Quite literally a disgraceful way of living. But Jacob, how do I be practical? You aren't saying anything practical. Okay, hear me out. Bring your attention back to your vision while taking action in the present that grounds you in the present, but also keeps you grounded in your vision. So what I mean by that is that shit can overlap. It's compatible, okay? Remember earlier the tug of war I was talking about between your dream world and the BS world the old world you've been living in over and over and over? Okay, so what I'm talking about now is compatible, okay? Keeping your mind on your vision, but also like your awareness in your reality too, of like how you can take one peaceful step at a time and make progress towards, a progressive realization of that vision, right? One peaceful step at a time. It's like one block being built at a time. And then within the blink of an eye, because you've been living in the present moment and enjoying yourself while doing hard work, yes, this is very compatible. You will have that house within the blink of an eye because you've been building blocks, step at a time, boom, 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 but you haven't been doing no bullshit, right? So letting that shit go, okay? Trust me, if there's anybody who knows the difficulty of that is me, because since 2019, I was back 9th grade, 10th grade, I disabled Instagram for the first time, and fast forward 6 years later, like I had been replaying a pattern of reactivating, deactivating, reactivating, deactivating Instagram, deleting it, bringing it back, deleting it, bringing it back. Just because Instagram really is that craving. It's a craving. And I recognize how I can create as a creator on there, but most of the time I stay consuming. And that's what makes the tug of war so difficult. But at the same time, you gotta stay mindful every minute, every second, every minute. Is that a Kendrick Lamar song? Every second, every minute. Yeah, man. So practical advice is focusing on your breath. After all, every second, every minute, because it's there for you every second, every minute. That's what your breath has been every second, every minute. It's been there for you. Like, your breath is your best friend, and it has never let you down. I know I'm going to repeat this like an android, like a politician who's campaigning. I'm going to repeat that same line throughout my videos in my career. Every second, every minute. This is low-key just slow shit down. Like, why do we gotta rush progress? Like, low-key, the best things take time. Like, good things come to those who wait. I'm not talking about passive waiting. That shit's goofy. I'm talking about like actively taking action, but waiting from the higher self sense. Oh my God, I wish I made sense. Hey, please comment down below. How much do I make sense? And let me know where it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, remind yourself of what no longer serves you and just let that shit go, knowing that your breath is with you. And all you really need is your breath. Like, you can always press the reset button and throw away that phone like towards the corner of the room and shut down that laptop and don't reboot it until you bring yourself back to like a 20-minute meditation session. Sometimes that's all we need to go back to for clarity and for insight, is to shut all that shit off and go back to our breath, which is right here, right now. Our physical environment, which is right here, right now. Or if you're outside in nature, what is right here, right now? Nature, right? And embracing that 20-minute meditation session and setting an alarm for 20 minutes, okay? So that we don't get lost in our meditation or maybe fall asleep or something, right? We can set an alarm for 20 minutes from now. And until then, we forget everything. Until that alarm goes off, we forget everything. And we let go. We listen to maybe a meditation frequency, a healing frequency that is specifically designed for letting go. You know, there's many resources on YouTube for that I can point you to in the description, right? The one I've been listening to. Just let that shit go, gang. Let that shit go. Amen, amen, I'm just saying. Amen, I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger now. I'm just saying what helps, bro. Anyways, I love you, bro. This video is ending for a reason. It's to make true a vision we believe in. Mwah.